Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? This is Jim from the Pain PT. Hope you guys are well. And we're going to talk today about the danger or threat that you feel is actually protective. The danger or threat you feel is actually protective. And before we do that, I just want to let you guys know if you're struggling and you're looking for help, let me know because that's what I do here for a living now. I have a passion for this work to help people who are really struggling with a lot of chronic, persistent, recurrent somatic sensations, somatic symptoms, who are not finding an answer, not finding a way out. As I want to help you guys get back to become the next recovery story. So if you're looking for help, reach out. You can go to my website, thepainpt.com. I offer individual and group coaching sessions. And so that's on offer to you guys. And what we're going to talk about today is more information, more education so that you can start to understand for yourself what's going on and then start to put into place some things you want to do to help with your recovery. So today, the danger is actually protective. The danger that you experience from your symptom is actually a protection. I'm going to start today by talking about the body. This happens in your body as well as in your brain. So let's take your body. Let's say you step on a nail today in your foot, or let's say you roll your ankle today. You're going to have a pain there. You're going to have some strong feeling or sensation in your bottom of your foot. If you step on a nail or on the outside of your ankle, let's say if you rolled your ankle, that's a danger message, right? That's a danger signal that hits your brain to alert you that, hey, there's something wrong with my foot. It's also a protective signal, right? Because it alerts you to not walk further. If you're walking on a nail, it's probably a good idea you stop. If you sprain your ankle, it's probably a good idea you stop running in that moment so that you don't do more damage or harm to the tissue. So it serves a biological purpose, these symptoms in our body. Now, here's the thing. Everybody believes, and everybody take note of this. Those of you that have been here for a while know this, but many of you that are new to the channel, not all physical symptoms are caused by the body. Not all physical symptoms are caused by the body. So this means something else is causing the somatic symptoms you feel, and that's your brain. Okay, we know now from the neuroscience that the brain is a very strong producer of somatic sensations, or I call them brain sensations, BS in your body. They can cause the exact same, very same symptoms that a physical bodily issue can. So it's very, very important that we distinguish between these two things: is that brain, body. Typically, acute, subacute conditions are more body based, but not always. Sometimes the brain can produce an acute symptom because the brain's under stress or the brain's feeling threatened or under danger. But many times with the chronic, recurrent type somatic symptoms, that's when we see the brain at work because the body would have healed normal tissue healing time or time frame for clearing out, let's say, a bacteria or a virus or anything else would have passed, and people are still left with ongoing symptoms. So when we look at people's histories, we can see and determine that this is the case. The biggest issue we have, and I said it before, is we don't do brain scans. If we can do brain scans, we would be able to see this in people right on the first visit to see that's where the issue lies, not necessarily the body. So let's get back to the thing here with your brain. So just like your body with this danger and threat signal that's also protective, your brain serves the same biological function. But this time, your brain, when it feels like it's threatened or not safe, or it feels under some sort of danger on a psychological level, it can kick off these somatic symptoms or brain sensations in your body. This is the way it works. Again, I've given the example of an amputee who has phantom limb pain, that the brain feels threatened and under danger when the limb has been severed. Okay, it's not there anymore. And the brain is kicking out distress signals. And actually, in that case, it proves it's the brain because the foot's not there and the person's feeling pain in the air. They're feeling it in the air. So that proves the brain is at work here. But we can see this anywhere in the body if the limb is also intact. We can see numerous hundreds of different types of symptoms that are BS. They're actually brain sensations, not bodily symptoms. So if the brain feels psychologically threatened or under some danger, whether it's true or not, it can become reactive and kick these off. These symptoms you feel are now protective. They're meant to protect you in the same way the body is trying to protect you when you step on a nail or roll your ankle. The most important thing for all of you is to distinguish, is it the brain or is it the body? And then to go one step further is that if it is the brain, we're not going to treat the body anymore. We're going to look at the brain. We're going to look at the psychology now. We're going to look at and see why. Why does the brain feel threatened or under danger? Why is the brain kicking this in my body? It is trying to protect me from something it thinks is too much or too dangerous or too threatening. What is that thing? Can we explore that? Can you look at your history? Because that will give you some information about how your brain is working. And look at the current situation and stresses and triggers and see what's kicking this up. And even what's keeping it going, what's perpetuating these symptoms. Now, again, if it's your brain, you can make a quick distinction. Are you under threat or danger? Psychologically, are you? Your brain might feel so. It obviously thinks so. It's the unconscious brain. Now, remember, it's the unconscious brain, not the conscious brain. So you might consciously say, that's not a big deal. It doesn't matter to me. But the unconscious brain says, yes, it does. There's something going on here. You better be careful. You better be cautious. You better be concerned. Gives you that symptom, again, the brain sensation, which causes people to go into protection. I call it overprotection because what people typically do is they pull back now. They avoid, they escape. Just as if there was a true danger or threat, we're going to run away. We'll go into flight. We'll go into freeze. We'll go into fight. We'll go into fawn. We'll go into those 4 stress reactive protective states when the brain feels under threat or danger. And that threat or danger represents in your body through the symptom, which again is actually at the same time protecting you from what the brain thinks is too much or too dangerous. Are you guys getting this right now? The idea is that there's nothing wrong in the body. The body is absolutely fine on a physical level. The signal came from your brain through your autonomic nervous system, created that sensation in your body. And the problem is we are treating it as if it's a bodily symptom, meaning people are avoiding, people are pulling back, people are stopping activities, people are going home, freezing up, right? Body is tensing and tightening and guarding and protecting the body. The physical body literally will react. People are, stiff. We have a lot of sayings, scared, stiff, really tighten up. The body can go into a clenched jaw, really protecting in that way, or tense. So whether you have a fight reaction, which is more about anger, getting tensed up in the body, or a fear reaction, which a lot of times is more about guarding and protecting against an attack, the brain is signaling that into the body. Okay. You need to see what's going on. Is there a real danger or threat? Probably not, but the brain feels that way. So you're trying to decipher what's going on. It's possible that your brain has learned to believe that certain emotions are too dangerous and threatening for you to express. That happens for people where they're not able to express anger, for example. That's too dangerous or threatening to the person. They avoid conflict because that's what they've learned. They don't feel safe. The brain doesn't feel safe in that situation. So it goes into its reaction. This can happen for a number of reasons, but your job is to move from the physical, meaning from your body being the cause, to move to the psychological, which is your brain, and start to look at some of those things and think, why is the brain doing this? What is this representing? Yes, it's a physical symptom or a brain sensation in my body. It's not dangerous and threatening in and of itself. Yeah, it's trying to protect me, but okay, let me relax. Remember the step 2 in the process? Let's relax a little bit, everybody, because we're trying to show the brain there is not any danger or threat. Then we can go look towards emotions. We can go look towards the triggers. We can go look towards the reasons to understand and process some of these things that why the brain continues to do this, why the brain continues to feel this way. And if we can make some headway there on a psychological level, what happens is the brain starts to calm down, starts to relax more. It feels more safe, more secure. And then the body is not going to have as many symptoms in it, okay? Because the brain won't feel as threatened or under danger. And it won't feel the need to kick this out in your body to try to protect you. Here's that word again, protect you from what it believes, again, is too much. So I'm hoping I'm making sense here, everybody. The danger reaction is also a protective reaction. When it comes to your brain, the danger is typically perceived, and the protection is an overprotection. It's too much. And we need to distinguish that and understand that. We also need to know why the brain does that and see if we can work more deeply on a psychological level to process and understand these things so the brain stops doing that to us. Okay, it stops giving us these BS brain sensations in our body. And we can start to relax and feel more safe and secure. We need to teach our brains that, everybody. This is part of your work here, is teaching your brain that you're safe and you're secure. And we do this through some of the ways we talked about today. Appreciate all of you. Again, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.